What's going on, Godfather? How you doing?
Man, I'm just here chilling, brother, signing autographs, living the life, man. How about yourself?
I'm just chilling, dude.
You look like with the camera in your hand that you got some questions for me.
I do. What was it like when you were Papa Shango? What was it like going out there with like the skull and the smoke and all the gimmicks and all the? How was that for you? Was that fun or no?
That's about the only part that wasn't fun. There was a lot of maintenance and hard work that went into that character, and the smoke, oh my God, that smoke would make you sick to your stomach, because the fact that they painted my whole face and my eyes and my nose and my mouth, I would swallow that paint, and it was a fun character, but I was happy to get out of that paint.
Right on. You worked a lot with Ultimate Warrior. How was he to work with?
I never had any problems with Jim. That was a pleasure working with them. I wish I could have worked with them longer.
Right on.
But I had no problems with him.
You know, at WrestleMania 8, I heard you were supposed to go in and break up Hogan's 3 count after he dropped the big leg on Sid, and you were supposed to break it up. But then I heard that like when either you missed your cue or someone forgot to tell you, and then you came out like a little late, and so what happened is the Sid had to kick out in it. Can you tell me what happened there with the whole situation?
Well, as far as I can remember, I don't remember who was supposed to kick out or any of that stuff. That's too long ago. Whatever I was supposed to do, I was supposed to go on cue. They were to tell me when to go, so I wasn't watching the monitor. When they told me to go is when I went. I think it was Gorilla Monsoon at the time. He was giving me our George the Animal Steel. One of those two gave me the cue, and they gave me the cue late.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because like when you're running out to the ring, I can actually like if you look at your face, you kind of like you're running out, and you stopped and you like looked in the ring, and like you can kind of read your facial expression. Like, oh,
because I realized where they were in the match, and I'm like, oh,
this is you slowed down, and so you wrestled at SummerSlam '92 in front of 80,000 people. What was that like?
Oh man, that was what in Wembley Stadium.
Yeah.
That was cool. That was cool. I remember that's when everybody started taking pictures of the crowd. And I remember everybody was going out there taking pictures how big the crowd was in the ring. That was fun to be in front of that many people.
When you transitioned into the Godfather, like whose idea was it for you to become the Godfather? How did that come about?
I don't know if I became the Godfather or I just let my character shine through. That's nothing more than me just being me. It was all me and my wife, actually. We started working with the character and just kind of did it on our own, to be honest. And it flew and they picked it up. But most of that was my wife's idea. And the outfits and the glasses and... Which way are we going to sign these? Like this?
Just right here is good. Wherever you want it, actually.
Was it kind of cool for you that like a lot of you, like your character would always do this thing where when they would go out, you would ask the other wrestler like, hey, do you want to, you want to wrestle me or you want to get with one of my fine hoes? And then like he would take the hose. So was that kind of nice for you that you didn't have to actually physically work?
What do you think, man? I was getting paid not to wrestle?
Yeah.
I wasn't getting hurt. It's just part of the show, man. That was just my idea, man. I started it. We went with it. What was cool about that though was the other guy, whoever I was wrestling, they had no idea what I was going to say. Mm-hmm. I would just, of course, we'd have the match worked out, and I would say, well, just go with it. We know how we're going to start the match, but I would tell them, all right, you got to come out of character for a minute and just listen. I got an offer for you, and I would just come up with that stuff on the cuff. As I was walking to the ring, I would come up with that stuff, what I was going to say. I really did.
My favorite one is Vader. When you said that to Vader and he looked like he was so out of place, like, you know what I mean?
Hey, well, I'm not, everybody knows Vader's stuff wasn't the best smelling. His gear, he had that leather face thing and that stuff stunk. I think I even told him, man, my girls even wash your gear for you.
That's funny. It seemed like you were having a lot of fun when you were doing the whole the Godfather thing. It seemed like you really, really enjoyed it. Like you could just see in your face you're having a lot of fun.
Yeah, I was getting paid to be myself.
What about Ice-T? What was it like working with him?
Big time you?
Huh?
Did he big time you?
Yeah. He's not my favorite person.
Really? What happened?
I'm not even going to get into that. He did a song for me.
Pimpin' Ain't Easy?
He did that Pimpin' Ain't Easy song. They didn't use it long. He walked out at WrestleMania with me. That's about all I can say.
Right on. Do you have a favorite match?
No.
Any favorite memories or anything like that?
Dude, you know what the thing is I've wrestled so many people, from Hogan to Macho Man to Undertaker to Warrior to Roddy Piper to about. I mean, I've wrestled so many people. I know you would have to say, what's your favorite match with this person or something. Dude, my life is, I've had so much fun and done so many crazy things, and just it's too many, man. And my stories get people in trouble because they always involve either smoking or women.
I always liked the Papa Shango character, and I felt like that character, it should have been there for longer. How come that character, got cut? How come they didn't bring him back after, 92-ish?
The truth, why didn't they bring him back after I left? They did try to bring me back, actually. When I came back as... when I came back as... They put me in the Nation of Domination. And what happened is I was coming back as Papa Shango, a newer version of Papa Shango, or more menacing version. And I showed up for TV as this person, and Vince called me aside and said, this is really how it went. He said, Charles, change of plans. We're going to put you in the Nation of Domination, and we're going to call you Kama Mustafa. And I think me and Ron that night had a handicap match against The Undertaker, which I won. But that's what happened to the second Papa Shango. He just never made it out. I came to TV to do it, and I just never made it out. They decided they were having Cain. That's when Cain came out. And they didn't want two people that they turned the lights off for, of kind of the same characters, dark characters. So they went with Cain. And I became Kama Mustafa in the Nation of Domination, and eventually the Godfather.
I heard that you were supposed to you were supposed to go and be part of the NWO, but then they gave it to Virgil?
Yeah, they gave Virgil the job. Can you believe that?
So what, you were gonna go from WWE to WCW, but then you decided to stay?
I was in between contracts, and they were offering me a gig, and then WWF was offering me something. And so the idea was I was supposed to come back as, like I said, I was going to be the bodyguard for him, and I decided to go another way. And I'm glad I did, because I got to become the Godfather.